In lesson 2.2, we'll be talking about regions and availability zones within AWS. So what Amazon has done, Amazon has divided the complete world into 33 geographic regions, and within these regions, there are 105 availability zones. These figures keep on changing, so you can check at Amazon site, AWS site for the current status. But currently, as of now, there are 33 geographic regions with 4 more AWS regions coming up in Germany, Malaysia, New Zealand and Thailand. So we can see here there are 2 regions in India. This one region is in Mumbai and another one is in Hyderabad. So we'll be looking at these regions and availability zones in detail. We can see this is a word map. In this word map, we can see there are 33 active regions are there. In these 33 active regions, 2 are in India and another one like in London, Stockholm, Frankfurt. At various locations, these regions are located. So what is an AWS region? An AWS region is a geographical location that contains number of availability zones, and these availability zones can be seen as data centers. Inside these data centers are data is stored, and then there are multiple replicas of these data are stored over these data centers. So each region is separate, physically separate from all other regions, and every region has its own independent power supply, water supply. These regions are separated from each other so as to defend our data against any natural calamity. These are also separate from each other so as to meet with the data compliance. Data compliance, like for different countries, we have got different type of data compliance. For European countries, there is a different data compliance, and whereas for Asian regions, there are different data compliance. So as to keep different data compliance, we keep these regions separate from each other. This also protects us from a high latency time. See, if a user is staying here in India, so he may not like to store his data in US, he will like to store it in somewhere in India itself so as to reduce the latency time. Here in US East 1, that is the largest AWS region, and it contains 6 time zones are there. So look at, we will be looking at this region thing in detail right now. See here, I have drawn this diagram. Say, suppose if this is the region, this is a particular country. In this particular region, this region is in a particular country. We have got different availability zone, AZ1, AZ2, AZ3. These availability zones, they are connected to each other through a network. These contains the replicas of the data, but these are contained within a region. So you can see it in this way also. Different availability zones are there. These are the data centers. These providers, these availability zones provide us with the low latency time. They are connected to each other through resilient fiber connectivity, and they help us in data reliability and availability. So basically, the Hyderabad region consists of 3 availability zones, whereas in Asia Pacific Mumbai region, 3rd availability zone was added on May 15. This is according to the current status of AWS site. And why we need these availability zones? These provide us with the high availability of data and fault tolerance for the application. Then infrastructure wise also they are good. They have got all separate facilities with independent power, cooling and networking. Then these are interconnected with each other. They provide us with the low latency time, high throughput networking, and links are there. Then they are independent of each other. They operate autonomously, and then deployment strategy can also help the user to distribute resources across multiple availability zones for enhanced reliability. You can access these availability zones while we log in into the system. You can just click on here in the region, then you can see various availability zones are there, and then you can set up your instances in any of these availability zones. So suppose if you want to establish your EC2 tier, you can set up it in 2 different regions also. We can set up here one say in Mumbai region and another one in another region. That was all about the regions and the availability zones. In chapter 2.3, we will be talking about the AWS free tier usage.